Hi ladies and gentlemen, it's me again on another day again and with another lesson again. My name is Daniel and I warmly welcome you to Study with Delta. This is a channel where we learn math and science every week, and today I decided to come your way with a lesson, this time for those in SHS. You know, Study with Delta, we do lessons, or we create lessons for those in JHS, for those in SHS. We have study preps for those writing BEC and those writing WASI. Today I want to present you a lesson in core math. Today I want to look at SHS. Now this is going to be a 4-part series, so I'm going to divide the videos into 4 parts. We're going to take them little by little until we exhaust every content under SHS. So if you are ready to learn SHS with me, just join me. Stay glued to your seat even as we look at SHS. Now, as usual, I like to start off my lessons with topics that are related to the content that we are looking at. So to look at SHS, we first have to look at square roots of numbers. Now we already know that square of a number is when you multiply the number twice, and the opposite of, so for example, if I have 2 squared is 4. Now the square root of 4 is 2. We know this from the basic level. Now the thing about square root is that the square root, for example, of 4 is 2. The square root of 25 is 5. The square root of 16 is 4. You do realize that the answer for all these square roots are rational numbers. Whole numbers, rational numbers. But if I take the square root of 5, the square root of 2, let me quickly use my calculator to concur, to find out. The square root of 5 gives me 2.24. The square root of 2 gives me 1.41. When you look at these numbers, you realize that this is a rational number, this is a rational number, this is a rational number. This is an irrational number. This is an irrational number. So SHS, basically, we are looking at square roots that give us irrational numbers. So if we have gotten that, then I'm going to put a list of square roots on the board, and let's look at the ones that are going to be SHS. So root of 2, root of 3, root of 4, root of 5, root of 6, root of 7, root of 8, root of 9. Let's end here. Now, root of 2, when you punch it in your calculator, it will give you an irrational number. An irrational number is a number which is not a whole number. Okay, so this is a SHS. This is a SHS. When you punch it, you get an irrational number. Now, square root of 4 is going to be 2, so this is not an irrational number. This is an irrational number. Irrational, irrational, irrational. Square root of this gives you 3, so this is not an irrational number. So basically, SHS, we are looking at values of square roots that are irrational numbers. If we have gotten that, then let us look at how to simplify, how to reduce a SHS to its simplest form, or how to simplify a SHS form. So let's pick some few examples. Root of 24. Now, root of 24, we are looking for 2 numbers that gives us 24. So you have 4 by 6 giving us 24. Now this 4 by 6, we can break it into 2 as root of 4 times root of 6. Now we know square root of 4 is 2. So this has been replaced with 2 times root of 6. So 2 times root of 6 gives you 2 root 6. This has been reduced to its simplest form. You can't do anything else to this. Now, another person could have said that, what if we didn't use 4 and 6? Well, let's look at that. Another person could have answered the same question. 24 being, you have 2 times 12 gives you 24. Now, let's break them into bits. 2 times 12. Okay? You can break 12 down into, 2 numbers can give you 12. So, 2 times 6. That's so. This one can be broken down to give you 2 by 6. Now we know 2 times root of 2 times root of 2 should give us root of 2 squared times root of 6. So this takes care of this. You'll be left with 2 times root of 6 giving you 2 root 6. So you see, choosing this, we arrived at the answer way quicker than we could have used that. By using 2 different numbers, so far as the number combination is the same, you will arrive at the same answer. Is that okay? Let's look at another example. So I always subscribe to you using numbers that will help you arrive at the answer way quicker. Another example, 75, root of 75. We know 75 is 25 times 3. 25 times 3 gives us 75. So we break this into 25 times root of 3. Root of 25 gives us 5 by root of 3. So answer is 5 root 3. Whatever number you multiply to get 75, which is different from this, will still arrive at the same answer. But I think this is faster to do. Let's look at one more on this. I'll give you more practice work to solve, so don't worry. Let's look at 18, root of 18. Root of 18. What 2 numbers gives us 18? So we have 9 by 2. 9 by 2 gives us 18. Again, so let's look at what another person could have used. So root of 18 gives us, somebody else could have chosen to use 6 by 3. It will give you the same answer. And when you come here, 6 by root of 3. You realize that over here you can break this down into 2 times 3. So by root of 3. So that you have root of 2 times root of 3 times root of 3. Which multiply these two, you are going to have root of 2 times root of 3 squared. So this takes care of this. You'll be left with 3 times root of 2 giving you 3 root 2. You see the process we had to go through. In using this, you realize you have root 9 by 2, sorry, 9 by root 2. You know root of 9 is 3 times 2, so you arrive at the same answer. Now, I love to work my way back. I don't know. So let me show you what I mean by working my way back. So I'll give you the simplified set. Then we'll try and see what root gave us that set. What root gave us that set. So let's look at, if I have 3 root 3, what gave us 3 root 3? So we are working our way back. Now you know, for this 3 to stand outside, we should have found the square root of a number that gives us 3. Now we know it's the square root of 9 that gives us 3, right? Which means that this is from 9 then by 3. Because square root of 9 gives us 3, which will come outside. Is that the key? So when we multiply these two, you have 27. So root of 27 gives us 3 root 3. Another example, if I have 5 root 2, I know 25, so square root of 25 gives us 5. So I can bring it inside 25 by 2. So 25 by 2 gives us 50. So it was root of 50 that gave us 5 root 2. Let's do the last one on this. 4 root 2. So 4 root 2. Yeah, I know the root of 16 gave us 4. So I multiply 16 by 2. And 16 by 2 gives us 32. So it was root of 32 that gave us 4 root 2. Alright, so here are some practice questions for you to try your hands on. So pause the video and try your hands on these questions before we proceed. So we want to apply what we have learned so far, and we have some few questions, 2 questions. It says, if root of 32 plus root of 128 minus root of 18 plus root of 20 equal to k root 2, find k. So at the end, everything inside should be condensed into one unit, which should have a root of 2. So all we have to do is to now find what k is. So now let's apply what we have already learned. So root of 32 plus root of 128 minus root of 18 plus root of 50. What two numbers gives us 32? So we know 16 by 2 should give us 32. 128. What two numbers gives us 128? Don't forget, everything must be root 2. So this is 2. Half of 12 is 6. Half of 8 is 4. So I have 64 times 2 minus, this is 9 times 2 gives us 18 plus 25 times 2 gives us 50. Root of 16 is square root of 16, or let's simplify this further. 16 times root 2, can put this into brackets, plus, okay, let's put this also into brackets. 64 by root 2, 9 by root 2, plus into brackets, 25 by root 2. You can choose not to bring the bracket, it's fine. Now, square root of 16 is 4. Then we have our root 2 plus, this gives us 8 root 2 minus, let's note the sign. This is 3 root 2 plus, this gives us 5 root 2. So you realize that's root 2, root 2, root 2, root 2. Now we can simplify. This is 4 outside, 8 outside, 3 outside, 5 outside. So we can write all those numbers outside. 4 plus 8 minus 3 plus 5. All should have root 2. So 4 plus 8 gives us 12. 12 minus 3 gives us 9. 9 plus 5 gives us 14. So you have 14 root 2. So you realize that k root 2, 14 root 2. So when we equate both sides of the equation, so equal to k root 2, we realize that our k is 14. Let's try our hands on the last question. Same concept over here. So root of 24 plus root of 96 minus root of 600 should be equal to y root 6. Alright, so we simplify this. So we know this is 4 by 6. 4 6 is 24 plus, we know this, well, you could use different numbers, but I think 16 by 6 gives us a way easier approach. Don't forget, everything should have root 6, root 6, root 6. Okay, so minus, we have 100 by 6 should be equal to that. Now, square root of 4 will be 2, so I have 2 root 6 plus square root of 16 will be 4, so 4 root 6 minus square root of 100 is 10, so 10 root 6. All should be equal to that. So root 6, root 6, root 6, just like how the question says. So all we have to do is to simplify what is outside. So 2 plus 4 minus 10, or root 6 equal to y root 6. So 2 plus 4 gives us 6. So 6 minus 10 is negative 4 root 6 equal to y root 6. So root 6, root 6, all we are just left is y. So our y is equal to negative 4. So this is where we draw the curtains to today's lesson. This is Study with Delta. We study math and science every week. Today's lesson was for our audience in SHS. We'll continue with the lesson on SED in another week. So this has been the first part of our lesson in SED. So please do stay tuned even as we bring the preceding part of this lesson. If you enjoyed this video, hit a like. If you haven't subscribed or this is your first time, subscribe so that you get our future videos. Practice. The key to success in maths is practice and more practice and more practice. Never give up when it comes to maths, because all it takes is practice. So practice more. This has been Study with Delta. Thank you for joining me, and bye for now.